Hey guys, so today I have a bit of a concept that I want to present to you. So I was talking to a friend the other day about why I get so excited about vintage clothing and why I really would prefer to search for something really rare and special opposed to just going and buying something at a store. But really the things that get me so excited and happy and the things that I really would be so sad if I ever lost or could never replace are like these rare vintage items that I've searched and found and that I've made my own and put love and time and care into making unique pieces. Now this goes really hand in hand with my company Loved You Yesterday, which is a collection of vintage treasures that I found and things I've made and just kind of made my own and turned into new amazing things that I think someone will, really love. And the idea Loved You Yesterday comes from something that someone once had that I've then taken and have made into something else that you will now love if someone else loved it yesterday. And so then I started to really think about this whole concept and kind of put it into motion, talking about people and boys and relationships. And bear with me here for a second. So I have realized that I've always been drawn to people and boys in relationships that are people that are just different, people that have a little something more to them. Not necessarily that they're bad boys, but just that they are not just like every other person. Now, I don't think that that's necessarily always the case. I think a lot of people are drawn to, like the perfect person or someone that maybe on paper seems like they have everything all figured out, everything's all done and arranged, and maybe someone that's really unwilling to share any of their downfalls, any of their failures in life, or anything that makes them maybe not so perfect. And if you think about it, there are people that like to go to a store and they would prefer to pick out an item of clothing that is perfect. It's in perfect shape. No one else has ever worn it. No one else, has ever touched it. And there's nothing really to it. It just is the way that it is. You can wear it and it's never going to change. It's never going to be uniquely yours. It's never going to be any different than the one that your neighbor can just go buy at the store as well. And if you look at it that way and you start to kind of put that into people, there are people like that. There are people that are unwilling to open themselves up to grow and to change and to really grow with you in a relationship or a friendship, whatever it may be. And those people are just kind of set in their ways, and they are, in my opinion, the item of clothing that is bought at a store. The thing that is the way that it is, it's all done and wrapped up and it's never going to change or become anything. But at the same time, it is perfect and it is already all situated, but that's never really going to be any different. You can always replicate that. You can go find something exactly like it just at the store that you picked it up as, just as you can find a lot of people that are that way. People that are unwilling to share their true self with you, they all kind of seem the same. And for me, the people that really have stood out in my mind have been people that have really been vulnerable in showing you who they really are, because let's face it, if someone doesn't do that, then they're just like everyone else, The only way that someone can be different and stand out is for them to show you what makes them different from other people. And then there are people that are replicas, and you can think about this in the form of clothing as well. There are some items or people that would like to be something that they aren't, and it may look the same, it may feel the same, and for a while you can get away with being with someone like that. You could get away with being with someone that acts, like a good person or acts the right way or whatever it is. Or you can buy an item that looks like the real thing, looks exactly like the version that you want but can't have for whatever reason. But eventually they will fall apart. Eventually they won't last because it's a replica. Just like a person, you can only put on a fake facade of who you really are for so long until those cracks begin to show. And so then I look at it towards vintage clothing, and those are the people that are true and raw, that show their scars and their failures and their downfalls, and they're unapologetically themselves. Now, they may not be completely perfect, they may not have it all together, but they are real. And, in a relationship or a friendship, if you find someone like that, that is so open and willing in this life to be that way, I think that's kind of rare. I know a lot of people do want to put on this more perfect image of themselves than they even are. And I've noticed that if you put in the time and effort to those vintage, those rare, special, true people, and you build something with them, you're going to create something that can never be replicated. You'll never be able to buy it, manufacture it, or have something that's ever the same again. And I think that's ultimately why I really love vintage clothing, and I'm really drawn to people that are just truly, unapologetically, authentically themselves. You know, the good and the bad, they show it all to you, and they're willing to, you know, be that way with you so that you can come together, you can grow, you can learn, and you can become better, and ultimately you can make something out of it that is uniquely yours and special, that you could never buy at a store, you can never replicate, because it's real and it's been put through true effort and true feeling and emotion and acceptance of who someone is, and also the potential of what someone has to be. So hopefully you guys are following, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about recently. And like I said, Loved You Yesterday will be launching very soon with a lot of amazing vintage goodies. And yeah, stay looking out for those people that are true and rare, because I promise you, those are the people that you are never going to want to have to replace in your life, because those are the ones that are going to be very special and just completely irreplaceable to you. So that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!